Hello and welcome to the ARC Automation Studio. I'm Alan Avery, a senior analyst here at ARC Advisory Group, and today we're going to be discussing the compressor monitoring and controls market. And joining me today is Tim Shea, a senior analyst here at ARC, and he's just completed a study on this topic. Thanks for joining us today, Tim. I wonder, what's your area of expertise in the compressor monitoring and controls market, and how would you say this has enriched your analysis of this market space? Also, what are some of the system types that would help the audience better understand the topic?
Thanks, Alan. I've been covering the compressor monitoring and controls market at ARC since 2015, and have been researching on and off the larger control systems market for over 20 years. The main system types that we're concerned about in the compressor monitoring controls are the axial and centrifugal compressors, both rotodynamic, and reciprocating and rotary compressor types, positive displacement.
What trends are driving customers to increase their investment in compressor monitoring and controls?
The three main trends driving investment in compressor monitoring controls are: one, the need for greater efficiency. Compressor monitoring and control solutions are seen as enabling users to reduce energy consumption of the compressor itself, and in most cases, the energy of any associated processes for which the compressor is being utilized. Two, increased demand for energy and the growing demand for natural gas for power generation. Global demand for energy consumption is forecast to rise between 1.5 to 2% annually over the next 20 years, and the primary drivers of that are countries like China and India with their developing economies. Natural gas is seen as the bridge fuel for power generation until we reach solar power dominance in beyond 2050. And we expect this demand for natural gas to capture a greater share of the energy mix, and therefore it will be an increased need for compression of that gas. Finally, legacy compressor control systems upgrades themselves. Over time, the need to upgrade legacy compressor control systems with enhanced functionality and performance capability will spur companies to invest to realize the benefits of upgrading these solutions. We believe word-of-mouth success stories will spur greater demand for the new technologies, including smart sensors, advanced analytics, and machine learning.
Now I wonder, what are some of the underlying drivers that have been critical to growth in the compressor controls market?
The main underlying drivers that have been critical to growth in this market are: number one, the increasing economic growth globally. As developing countries grow their economies and more people demand products derived from manufacturing processes that rely on compression, the need for monitoring and control of those compressors will obviously grow as well. Two, increasing functionality and performance of the monitoring and control systems themselves. As suppliers continue to improve upon their monitoring and control solutions, the benefits of compressor optimization, process improvements including reduced unplanned downtime, and compressor uptime and extended life are all factors driving greater demand and adoption. Third, the influence of the industrial Internet of Things. The emergence of IIoT and its potential promise of leveraging smart sensors to create smart compressors that can be monitored remotely, measured and controlled more efficiently, and/or reduce costs will no doubt play an important role in increasing the adoption of compressor monitoring and control solutions, given the potential benefits that could be realized with their adoption.
Makes sense to me. What are some of the key strategic initiatives for suppliers to consider to improve their position in the compressor monitoring market?
The key strategic initiatives we recommend to suppliers to improve their competitive position is to: one, to continue to invest in targeted product development that may be focusing on optimizing load capacity, extending the surge line, and any other key operational requirements that will benefit the customer. In conjunction with that, educate the users on these benefits. Provide any meaningful metrics that can be quantified operationally through user success stories should go a long way towards getting customers to be more embracing and adopting the new technologies. Second, suppliers should work closely with these end users to better understand their current and changing operational requirements, which will help further develop and target their product development efforts. And we also recommending is offering a complete portfolio of system types as possible. That means, if appropriate, offer axial, centrifugal, reciprocating, and rotary monitoring and control system types if possible. The advent of smart compressors was going to open the doors to potentially new business models. Suppliers can now become providers of, say, compressed air as a service or natural gas compression services to help customers reduce their cost and streamline their operations. Many are already offering remote monitoring and control services to their customers to help them in this era of great crew change with fewer resources to be leveraged. Lastly, the industrial IoT and the advent of these new technologies has spurred the growing need for suppliers to develop a complete IoT ecosystem. ARC believes no one supplier can do it all. Therefore, it's critical developing strategic partnerships with other suppliers of different technologies in order to completely provide an IoT-enabled compressor monitoring and control solutions package.
Thanks for all your insights, Tim. That about does it for us in the ARC Automation Studio and our discussion of the compressor monitoring and controls market. Anybody in the audience who'd like more information should get in touch with a client manager here at ARC or the author directly. Thanks for your attention and have a great day.